stage and say thank you from my side for the moment.
Thank you. I'll extend that thank you from the Vivit worldwide community for inviting us here today. So I'm Jonathon Wright. I'm one of the newly elected board members for Advocacy, which is partner focused. Vivit, I found out today, is celebrating its 25th year at the end of this month, which is a pretty impressive achievement. And I started with the community back in the 90s when it was Mercury Interactive and on to Mercury. So we've seen the OpenView community and also those HPE customers and end users actually being part of our following, which is about 32,000 worldwide members across 121 countries after GDPR. So it's quite a bit of an achievement, and it is growing. And when we got invited today to extend and really complement the Open Horizon, which has been focused on those channel partners, really we were touching on to the end users and those practitioners, and they've grown up with us as well. So pretty much over that 25-year period, there's a lot more decision makers, not just the practitioners. So we've seen a switch as well. And also, as the portfolio extends, and I think there's a bit of an emphasis around it shifting left and right, and really understanding where those other portfolios can complement yours. This is really the explore aspect. And yeah, so one of our areas has really been about providing feedback directly to Micro Focus with things like the Customer Advisory Board, and really kind of giving feedback to the product managers of Micro Focus around what the end users and the practitioners really need, and help represent them and give them a voice. So we've got a huge talent of a board of directors. Richard, who was the president, who was scheduled to speak at this event, unfortunately is in another country, and people like Todd DiCaprio, who was the chief technology evangelist for HPE, have all joined to kind of help facilitate this. So we're driving this as a kind of a non-exec board to really help the community as a non-for-profit. So I'll just move on to kind of cover off the main pillars of Vivit. And I think I mentioned a little bit around the community side of things. So we actually have 83 local user groups. Actually, I was sat down with one of the attendees earlier around the German local interest group, and we were just kind of saying, well, actually, anyone could schedule a meeting. We've started using Meetup to actually facilitate this and talk about any one of those portfolio topics. So we've got 20 different specialist interest groups. So now monthly we're doing SIG talks, so these specialist interest group talks, which are broadcast on a new platform we've got literally in the last couple of days, which in real time will translate it into whatever language you can come from. So there's 121 different countries that our end users are. You'll be able to attend and watch the presentations from the product managers, or from end users or customers, or even partners who want to be able to get involved with our Vivit Engage. So really it gives people a platform. All this content's available on demand, and also there's a huge community behind there, so you can just reach out to any of those members and really kind of focus and get together to talk around the Micro Focus platforms. And then from an education, we also have available a number of different sessions which we do as far as webinars. We also do sessions directly with Micro Focus at their events, and we also provide discounts for members who join. So I definitely recommend checking out the vivitworldwide.org and sign up today, especially if you're a partner or an end customer. So that connection with the best and brightest, like I said, they've kind of pivoted a little bit in the last few years, and we're starting to see a lot of influencers coming in there as far as decision makers and a lot of feedback. And part of what we've tried to do is give those guys a voice, but also give them the opportunity for a bit of a career development. So like I mentioned, I started back in the 90s with Vivit, and part of it was building my confidence and speaking at local events, connecting with other people, and also contributing to things like white papers. So there's a huge amount of case studies and white papers from end customers, and we can connect you into there. So if it's in your particular field and you're interested, just go in and have a look online. It's obviously free, and now that GDPR's kicked in, you know, we really are, it's important for privacy. So you're able to go in there, you're able to select what region you're from. So in Germany, that's split up. You can then attend those events. We've started using collaboration tools like Slack to actually bring the community in to talk about events. And we also send you discounts and interesting stuff for attending the Microphone Focus events as well. So I think for anyone who's been on the in the Marriott this morning, Stephanie is actually here, another director from Vivit, to really help people understand a little bit of what we look from the microfocus and the HPE side of things, and also what our plan going forwards is to deal with the more wider portfolio. So definitely drop by the booth and also find out about the new specialist interest groups, because they do align with the new pillars, which I know the guys will be going through and covering this afternoon. So with that, I'd like to thank you, and I'm going to hand it back over to you for a bit of housekeeping.
Thanks, John.
My pleasure.
Can I have a mic?
Thank you, Jonathan. So let me just, you know, this idea of community, let me just